We're at Champ Series here in Washington, D.C. about halfway through, and I called Brett this morning and said, hey, I want to shoot, and I forgot my sticks, so.
I got you some sticks.
You got me some sticks, but they're not strung.
Oh, I didn't know you needed that.
It occurred to me, though, that I've never done a stringing video. Have I? Maybe OG channel? All right, what's going on, guys? Here we go with part one. Nonetheless, there was a lot of debate that ensued when Fate of a Sport came out around my sidewall style, which is bottom up.
All right, I can't be the only one that noticed in Paul Rabil's Fate of a Sport interview, he was stringing the head from the bottom to the top. So either Paul Rabil has no idea how to string a head, or he's discovered some new innovative way that the rest of us need to try out. I don't know.
So I'm gonna prove to you guys here, I have an entire nylon and shooter kit, all the mesh in there, and then I've got a head right here.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I would just like to preface this that I haven't strung a stick in 10 years, and now I'm gonna string the best stick ever. By the way, are we at 300,000 yet?
We are at 298,894, so basically 1K.
So you know what that means.
So,
Subscribe. Right, I need to actually work on how you string a stick. And today I'll be teaching you.
how was the video?
What's that? Okay, we have our mesh, I think, wide enough. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold the top down, just one fold, so you should have 9 diamonds. That number's important to me. So at the top, I wanna get this piece right here to the outside of the sidewall. So that means you come underneath it. And then you go back into the loop on the top string. And we're gonna go back through it. We're gonna come in this direction. We're gonna go back through that hole. And there. 2 in a row. Okay, skipping another. I'm rolling, man. Alex Poole will be proud. It's like riding a bike. It's so funny. There. So I try to use this opposite finger to hold so I don't have as much slack is what worries me. You don't want to do a top string and then all of a sudden it loosens up after the first couple of times on the wall, especially if you have a teammate who throws the ball hard. Find me. Yeah. Pull that really tight. Yeah, there's that. Just close this thing off, we count our blessings and move on. Bang. There's our top. We got something to work with.
Oh, yeah.
Should we take a break? Oh man, I think I need a shower. My favorite parts of the game is how you stylize cuts. So this is for fun later. Nothing drives me up a wall more than when you have a great top string or sidewall and the frame begins. It's like watching it all fall apart. Okay, let's get into the goodness. Bottom up, shall we? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna count the mesh holes, and I want you to take 11 counts down. So this is top of 1 on this side, top of 1 on the other. So that's 1. And 2, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so this is where we're gonna start. Let's go 10.
Are you gonna give this head away at the end?
Oh yeah, baby. I'm gonna start just 1 sidewall there. Come through here. Here's why I like to go bottom up, okay? I wanna pull the channel up in this direction. So my pocket is 3/4 and the velocity of shooting it always towards the top of the head. Go back through. Number 2, over here. I'm gonna skip a hole because STX is giving you 1,000. And back through. And back through. Back through the next hole. Skip a hole. We're moving in this direction. We're pulling, pocket's looking nice. We're approaching the sweet spot of where I like the pocket. Right here, right there, underneath. Notice that I'm stringing it underneath too because I want to keep the mesh on the inside so the channel is nice and pointed. That's why I have no nubs left on my teeth. I'm stringing so much. I don't know if you ever noticed that. All right, so now we're gonna do a Rabil lock. Right where I want the ball to sit, in this region, 3/4, right on the turn of the sidewall. That's where the velocity is. So I'm gonna conjoin 2 of these sidewalls. So I got the first one, second one's gonna go back into the same hole. Bang, and that's the Rabil lock. And then bang, and that's it right there.
Oh, I see. Look at all that tension.
See that? So much tension. Now we're in a place where we're finishing out. So we're here, and there, and we're back to the basics where we're going underneath. Pull, pull. And then what we should be at is the final stage where we're gonna double lock again. All right, so this is your second Rabil lock to end this thing. You ready?
Yeah, just do it.
And then we're there. And then remember, I'm gonna come back through. We have the final moment. Really nice. Really nice the way this is shaping up. Why do you think that's funny? You've never seen a bottom up. I don't blame you. It's shocking when you see it, but look at it. It's all fantastic. One Rabil lock finished with a Rabil lock, those two areas. It's gonna give you a nice tight pull up here.
Pretty good channel.
Yeah, it's a great channel. This is gonna be the 1K giveaway. So then when you guys see me come through on Fate of a Sport and kind of jigging with the bottom, it's because we can kind of have some fun down here and then we can reverse up there and have some more fun. Okay, shall we do the second one?
Let's do it.
All right, great. I would anticipate some players wanting to use it, but we're gonna keep it from them. You ready for the Rabil lock? Then we're gonna pull this other one in. Come on, baby, get in there. So you can lock it up. It's satisfying, isn't it? We're popping. Now the last Rabil lock, the finale here. Bang.
Let's go.
That's that, man. And what we have here is a primo stick. Needs a little break-in, but it is channeled.
Nice work.
Most of the hard work is done. We have the bottom string, and then I want to do is do a U, a shooter, and a nylon up top. So the bottom strings. So we start with that. So I like to try to do it 2 diamonds underneath. So there. And if you're counting them, split 3, 6, 9, 10. Middle 3, and then. So that's what it'll look like on the back. And you can kind of mess with the slack on how much you want to give, and that's based on the pocket. So I like to give a little bit more there. You see that? Cool. And then I'm going to close it off. And that's the bottom. So pretty decent. Weave above the exposed mesh hole. So you see that one, that line there? So I just want to come over top of it. So it's like that. And then what I want to do is bring it through this bottom opening like I do on the other side. Keep the knot light. So there's the U. Old school brings me back to my high school days. Now we're gonna come across the top. All right, brother. We're rounding third. I love giving myself a nylon top string. Nothing better than that. Boom, there we go. There's this bad boy right now. That's an old school Johns Hopkins string job before I knew Riley Martin. You know, it needs some work, it needs to get beaten in, but it's got a chance. But you know what? I'm not gonna give it that chance, one of you guys are. This is gonna go signed, strung, and delivered to a subscriber. The way the lacrosse gods have their mind on this head, and that's what I learned as I got older. You do your best to string, and then you let live. The lacrosse gods tell you where the pocket needs to be. This is, as much as I'm trying to push it upstairs, this is an attackman stick. If I'm Rob Pennell, I am getting some assist records with this thing.
You got a twig, huh?
I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the best heads I've ever strung.
Did you go bottom up?
Bottom up.
There we go. The PR special.
See?
Alex Poole runs TLN.
What's up, everybody?
So he's going to grade this. Give it a grade. Give it a 9.
Let's see what we got.
It's for an attackman.
I'll give it an A. Yeah, I'll give it an A. I love the U's. I think we should bring the U's back.
So, top string, not bad.
Perfect 9-diamond top string.
And then I introduced the Rabil lock, which is right here and right there. It's a special, you're gonna have to tune in. Brett, Sharpie. And then over here, we're going 300K.
300K. Oh, sick. Let's go.
That's that. And then to win this, when we get to 300,000 subscribers, we're gonna put a YouTube short up there with the instruction on how to win. You know, why don't you give them a subscribe?
Subscribe.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
So, that's it.
All right, well.
All right, subscribe.
That's a D-head.
What?
Yeah, that's a Hammer 1K.
This is what Tucker Durkin uses?
Yeah, it's a close defenseman's best friend.
That's why it was hard to string. What I was looking for was the proton power. Where was AP when we needed him? Brett, did you know this was the defender's head?
No.
Well, all right. Now that we managed to get through that and I strung a defensive head, on the end screen, I'm gonna recommend 2 ECD Greg videos that I would follow along if I were you and wanted to string a nice head.
So we shouldn't follow what you just did.
At your own risk. Alex Poole said it. For someone who hasn't strung a stick in over 10 years, this is a perfect 9 top, especially on a hammerhead.
Bye.